My name is Chris Cole. I've been skating for 29 years, maybe even 30 years. And these are some of the worst slams that I've taken that I can remember today. The shitty thing about my video part slams are most of the time that I slam, it looks a bit controlled. It's not as crazy. I'm not like flipping my hair everywhere. And although they hurt, they don't make it to the fall section. But Wallenberg was a pretty decent beatdown in one session. You can't walk out of it. 68 tries, just a slam, 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 slam. It doesn't have to be one. The repeated slams were definitely lost some memories there. Ever since Wallenberg, I have two different swell bows. There's one here, and then I have another one now here. So when I fall really hard on my forearm, I get 1, 2. So I have like a camel arm now after that. I knocked out my teeth in 7th grade, and then again in 8th grade. You'd think that that would be enough, but then like last year I knocked out my teeth again. I was just skating a skate park with hoops. I've never switched backside flip to pyramid. So I did one, it was kind of sketchy, and I wanted to do a better one. Ended up missing and stepping on the tail of my board, and it just popped up. My board actually hit me right at the base of my nose and broke my nose again, and against my gums, it rattled my teeth, and everything felt loose, and then 2 months later my teeth fell out. Currently dealing with that. I need to actually go and get them fixed. That's right now. One of the slams that we don't have any actual footage of was behind the Chuck E. Cheese by my house. The spot had these ledges that you could skate out back. They were basically the doors to go out back to take out the garbage would have a little block that had 2 stairs on it. The 2 blocks were just perfectly spaced apart and kind of sick as like a gap if you ollied up and ollie over to the other one. And it had some poles and some broken glass in it and things like that. And so I'm pushing up to it, you know, going pretty fast, hung my back truck on the first ledge. I was not ready for that at all. Completely went horizontal and went into the edge of the second ledge with my eyebrow first, no hands, just eyebrow, and actually underneath my eyebrow, like toward my orbital socket. Clearly got knocked out. Didn't know what knockout was until, quite honestly, a couple years ago, I figured out, oh my God, that's what being knocked out is. That time I got the white sheet over my eyes, but I could still hear people. I was actually unconscious, all that. So I got knocked out on the ledge and went to the hospital that my mom was actually a nurse at. When my mom came in, she looked at my face and just goes, "You definitely broke your nose." Turns out I didn't break anything, but the 2 black eyes that I had went like stripes, like a raccoon across my face. And they were pitch black, like actually black stripes across my face. And I went back into school and people kept asking me who whooped my ass. One time I landed pogo on my board, full credit card, trying to learn how to do tricks behind my mom's couch on the carpet. And the board was way bigger than me. And so my feet were probably this far from the ground. I remember balancing for so long. And I remember reaching for the couch to like pull myself off of the pogo. It was fucked up, man. Split my eyebrow again at Tampa. This is back when we would trade shoes like other dudes. If you had another homie that was sponsored by the same footwear brand, you'd like trade out shoes. I traded shoes with this one dude, a pair of Actions, and they were a half size smaller than what I normally run. So I kickflip over the pyramid, my board turns sideways, takes my front leg out in front of me, sweeps my back leg. So then as I come down, I go straight to flat bottom and split. Same eyebrow, but above this time. And it like fillets it like a full slice, like a long slice that's open. So that was pretty rad. Yeah, I was out skating with Dane Berman. It was just like a couple weeks ago. Tried to do this front crook transfer, and you drop down onto the driveway, but the driveway of the business goes downhill this way and downhill this way. But when I jumped into front crook, my board flipped over this way, caught my front leg on top of the ledge, flipped over the bit, and because it's going downhill this way and this way, there's nowhere for you to put your hands. You could put your hands out here, but they're gonna slip and you're gonna hit your face. Or you could put your hands here, but then you're gonna pass them by the time you actually get to hitting the ground. I hit the top of my shoulder, separating my shoulder, as you can see the crooked shoulder, rolled my back ankle, and it just dropping down, I just ended up smacking my head as well. So I'm still dealing with that currently. It was a lot. That was a lot of slam in one slam.
Oh, God.
You hit your head?
Yeah, I did. I liked what you did, though.
Yeah, I went, ooh, and then it looked like you were recovering, so I went into that ooh, ah,
I like it. Because if I forget some memories, I want to remember that one.
In South Carolina, we were on a Zero tour. We had a signing at Hot Wax Skate Shop and a demo later on that day. And so we were trying to get some footage beforehand. And I was doing a back 50 on this handicap ramp rail. And Chief was filming at Fisheye. And I did it a little bit squirrely the first time. So he's like, hey, do it one more time. Inevitably, the one more time ends up being flip out toe side. And I land on my elbow. And my elbow actually crunches in and broke my rib. And so the whole autograph signing, I had to sit with my arm up like this so I could breathe. The front board sack to back of my head, I actually went there a couple different times for that front board, and it took me a very, 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 very long time. I sacked it for 2 days straight. I ripped my boxers in half. I sacked it so many times that my boxers actually ripped all the way up. So that's that.
And then what about the head smack?
I mean, I don't remember that. I mean, it looks cool. That's a collection of the slams that I can remember off the top of my head right now. But I'm hard at work getting more, so we'll see if this list changes.